What is up, you guys? Say what's up. Welcome back to another YouTube video. I am finally going to go over moving tips and kind of our experience and how it went for us, all the good stuff, the things I've learned, the things that you need to know, the things you need to have. I don't care if you're moving down the street or anything like that. It is hard with a little baby. Anyways, if you want to find out how our move went to San Antonio, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Can you do that? I love these little leggings on babies. Like, they're so cute. Like, look at her little butt. Oh, that's so cute. I love you. Mwah. Okay, so first I'm gonna go over our experience and kind of how our move went. Honestly, it went pretty good. It definitely took longer than expected. It's supposed to take 13 hours from Colorado to San Antonio. It ended up taking us probably around 17 hours. Yeah, so that was a little long to say the least. But she did really good for the circumstances that were brought upon us. She did amazing. So we left Colorado Springs around like 3-ish a.m. We got up at about 2 a.m. and packed like the back of the truck, just things that were left over, because I didn't want to pack it that night because I just get worried of things getting stolen, so let's pack it in the morning. So we got up at 2 a.m., probably left around 3-ish, probably closer to 4, something like that. Things always take longer with a baby, they just do. And so then after that, we got on the road, we're doing good. Jarrett and I were like around the corner and we realized that we still had our apartment keys in our hands, so we had to like flip back around and go turn those in. But then after that, we were on the road. Everything was going great, everything was going amazing. Long story short, we get into Sweetwater, Texas, I think it's called. I can't exactly remember. Sweetwater, Texas, hit a crap ton of traffic. Like, I don't know what happened. My brother warned us about it because he was ahead of us. He drove the Jeep. So he was ahead of us and he totally warned us about it, and I saw the alternate route like on my map, and so we went that way, but ended up still running into it somehow, which I have zero idea of how that happened because it said it like wasn't there, and then we got there and it was there. So I don't know what happened. So we get out of the traffic and we get gas, and then we're heading to San Antonio, and all of a sudden his car, the truck, gets stuck in a 4x4 low, and obviously you can't drive on that. He pulls over and we are like stuck on the side of the road in the Texas heat, which was concerning me with her in the backseat, but she was sleeping, so thank goodness. And I had her little fan like still like clicked into her like car seat, so that was still blowing on her. I kept checking on her like every 5 minutes. But we were stuck there for probably 20 to 30 minutes, and like the car had to be off. My husband's going under the truck, like we're searching on YouTube, we're searching like anything and everything, calling my dad. He's trying to help us like from afar, you know, because we're like 4-ish, probably like 5 hours out from San Antonio at this point, and we were making good time. Like, we were making such good time. We were gonna be there by like 6-7 o'clock. Like, we were doing perfect. And the car gets stuck in a 4x4 low, the truck, and you know how guys are, like, he's just trying to focus and figure it out, and I'm like, just let me try this one thing, like, just let me try it. No, like, let me finish this. And I'm like, please just let me try this one thing, because we were literally gonna have to stay in Sweetwater or sit there and figure it out or call like AAA or something. Like, who freaking knows? Like, we didn't know what the issue was. I'm just like randomly Google searching like when your truck gets stuck in 4x4 low, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna try this. Like, he kept telling me not to try it, but I was like, I'm just gonna try this. Like, we're running out of options at this point. So if you stick your truck in neutral, or car, anything in general, in neutral, and hold your foot on the brake, it should come out of whatever it's stuck in, like 4x4 low or 4x4 high, and those kinds of things. And all of a sudden, I just saw a glimmer of hope. It comes out of 4x4 low. We're normal. We're driving. Like, I just remember like sticking that car and driving. I was like, whoa! I was like so excited. I got us out of that. Yes, I got us out of that, and I am, you can just call me Superwoman or something. Like, I killed it. I killed it. I mean, guys should just listen to girls more often. There's my point proven. That whole time, normally my old self, I would have been freaking out. I would have been like, oh my gosh, like, what are we going to do? Like, start looking up hotels. But the whole entire time, I just stayed calm and just kept praying and said, God, please give me an answer. Please, like, just get us out of here. Please get us to San Antonio today safely. Like, please. And I just was searching on Google, and the first thing that popped up randomly, don't know how I found it, but then I tried it and it worked. So I definitely learned in that scenario to just stay calm. Things happen for a reason, and it ended up working out. It's just crazy that every road trip, when we left from San Antonio to Colorado last year, well, a year and a half ago, we got caught in a winter storm, and that drive took 19 hours. Like, what in the heck? Like, I don't understand, but God was testing my patience once again, and this time I killed it. And so we ended up getting to San Antonio around like almost 10 o'clock. So we get to, I cannot remember the name, but we're about 30 minutes out from my parents' house, and we have to get gas. By this point, this kid has had it with us, and she has every right to, like, be done with us. And so we get gas, and I'm like, stopping the car is just never ever good. Like, it's not good. And so she starts crying. I make her bottle, doesn't want to take the bottle. This is the first time she didn't want to take it. She just legitimately wanted out of this truck. And I get it, like, I wanted out of there too. So I feel bad for her. But the entire 30 to 40 minutes, bloody murder screaming. Like, at this point, like, what are we gonna do? Pull off to the side? Like, no, like, we just gotta get there. We gotta get her out of this truck, and we gotta get her out of this car seat so that she can just stretch and be done. And we made it through. She was pissed, but we made it through. So we ended up getting to San Antonio almost closer to 10, and getting to bed that night was a nightmare with her. She did not want to go to bed. Like, obviously, she almost slept the entire freaking day, but somehow she slept through the night that night. I don't know how in the world she did, but she did. If you want to figure out what I learned and all those kinds of things, I am going to go over my tips and what I suggest bringing, what I suggest doing, and all that good stuff. Okay, so my first and foremost tip to you is get help if you can. I think I need help right now. Okay, my first tip though is get help if you can. Get help. I'm very blessed enough that my brother decided to help us when we were leaving Colorado Springs. He helped my husband pack up everything, because it was like, I couldn't necessarily help him because I have this one. So, like, what was I supposed to do? Like, pack her, like, in front of me, which I did with cleaning and stuff like that, but moving the heavy stuff, that wasn't gonna happen. So anyway, so I was really suggest getting help. And when we got to San Antonio, my mom was here and my dad, but my dad was working, but my mom was able to watch her while we unpacked stuff. Yeah? Oh, okay. It's distracting me. My next tip to you guys is start ahead of time. Start way ahead of time when it comes to packing, when it comes to just getting the house ready. Like, I remember we started Monday, we were leaving, no, we started Sunday and we were, oh God. Are you kidding me? Well, we have an intermission, folks. All right, we are back. We are back. I'm committed to getting videos up for you guys. I am committed, and these are just some of the things that might happen during my videos, but that's mom life. So like I said, start ahead of time. We were moving, I think we left Thursday, we ended up leaving Thursday. We changed our days so many stinking times. Like, we were going to stay overnight, ended up not staying overnight, and did the whole trip in one day. Because I was just like, you know what, we can do this. Like, I think I posted on Instagram something, other moms inspired me. They did like 20-hour trips and things like that, like all in a day, and I was like, I can do this too. So what I suggested, what we did is we started packing, like, we took it room by room by room by room. So instead of like doing it all like the night before or like any of that kind of stuff, I suggest like going through your stuff, you okay? Getting rid of stuff, like things that you literally do not need. Like if you've not used it in the past, you're like, it's gotta go. And so that is like literally what I stressed. I remember starting with her room because she was sleeping in our room anyway, so it was like, take all that down, like vacuum it, clean it with what I can, and then that room's done, and it just has to be packed in the U-Haul. And then started like with the guest bathroom, and then went to like the living room, and then our room, and just so on and so on. So I definitely suggest just starting ahead of time if you can. And as the boys were packing up the U-Haul, as they like cleared out a room, that's like when I cleaned that room, so that was done. Which, I mean, it didn't all go perfectly smooth, to be honest. So that there's gonna be hiccups along the way. There's gonna be hiccups, but start ahead of time if you can. The next suggestion is start early. You let your hair in. Start early in the morning. For us, that worked best because with her and her schedule at that point in time in her life, she would normally get up around 2 or 3 and eat anyways. So I just fed her, and then we like got on the road. Because then she would normally sleep till like 6 or 7, and then I'd be able to feed her again. So I definitely suggest like kind of going off your baby schedule, but obviously like you can't like really go off it, but I just started up when she normally wakes up, and then we just go ahead and got on the road. Bring toys. So I bought her like a bunch of toys before we left. She has like this little like playmat thing, and I took all of the things off of it and like put it like around like the bar of the car seat. And so she had that, and I also got a clip fan, which came really in handy, and I made sure that she couldn't use any of like these toys or even saw the fan until that day we were in the truck. So when she first saw that fan, like she was mesmerized by that thing for like hours on end. Always just like staring at it, and still does to this day. Like she loves her fan. And so I definitely suggest getting that. It's a good thing for white noise and stuff like that, to help them go to sleep, which may have helped her because honestly she slept a lot of the trip. She definitely did. I just kept crawling back there and like playing with her and making sure she had interaction, maybe like having her stay up for an hour or so of playing, and then would feed her, and then she'd fall asleep again. I mean, she stayed in her car seat, but it still worked. And next tip to you guys, so tip number 5 is if you are breastfeeding, bring all your pump stuff. Before we left, I bought one of those converter things where you could like plug it into the cigarette lighter and then plug in like a normal plug-in, like if you were in a house. I can't remember what it's called. But I bought one of those. So that was very, very handy. I literally bottle fed her the whole entire way because I had like a back supply at that point in time in my life. I had a back supply, so I was using that and then just pumping as normal, like when I would feed her and stuff like that. And I also suggest that if you are breastfeeding, it is hard to like stop every 2 to 3 hours and like stick them on the boob. I totally get it if you know that's what you're choosing to do. I chose to make sure she was taking a bottle during that time, and it ended up working out way, way better for us, so I could just give her the bottle and everything was good. What I did is for her to be able to stretch, get some fresh air, because being cooped up in a car seat, in a truck for 17 plus hours is not ideal. But I mean, she's not gonna remember it, and we are alive, we are here, and all is good. But every time we got gas, every time we stopped for food, even if she was sleeping, I made sure to get her out and let her get some fresh air and just like stretch like on my lap, on the seat, like whatever it was, just for her to be able to just kind of wiggle and do her thing for that amount of time. We would normally stop for almost 20 to 30 minutes, like if we were getting food or gas or those kinds of things. So that worked really, really well for us. And my last and most important tip for you guys during this whole entire time that you are moving, like I said, if you're moving down the road, a few blocks away, like I don't even care, states away, just have patience. Just have patience. Things are going to happen. They just are. Little hiccups, big hiccups. If your car breaks down, just know things are happening for a reason. And that is just the main thing that I learned through the entire move, especially with the newborn. If she would have ended up freaking out, then it'd been like, okay, well, you know what? We gotta stay. Like, we planned to stay in Lubbock, but we canceled the hotel the night before, and I said, let's just go for it. You're not going to get things done when you want to get them done. Like, I simply still have like 2 moving boxes over here because there just isn't enough storage here, so we're just figuring like things out. Just things move a little bit slower with a newborn, but there's just things that I can't like stress about, you know? It just comes with a move. It comes with having a baby. There's just things you gotta let go, and it is what it is. You know, it just is what it is. And there's other things that I want to focus on in my life and other things I want to put my energy towards. When I can get to that, we're gonna get to that. And that's how I kind of looked at like the whole moving process of packing and unpacking. Packing, I was a little more hustle bustle, but when I got here, it was like, I'm gonna get to the rooms when I get to the rooms. Like, we still don't have things hung up, all those kinds of things, because I kind of just wanted to start over. I just got rid of a lot of our stuff that we did have on our walls. We got rid of our TV stand, coffee stand, side tables. We got rid of everything. Anyways, guys, I hope that these moving tips kind of helped you in some sort of way. I'm sorry the video is so late from when we moved, but it's when I got time, and like I said, I had to have patience and not stress about it, and I'm getting it out to you guys today. So anyways, I love you all so, so much. If you have not already, make sure you subscribe. Also, give this video a thumbs up, and do not forget to follow my social media. All the names are in the description box down below. If you want to be notified anytime that I upload a video so you do not miss any exciting, fun, adventurous things with me and this little girl or my family, then make sure you hit that little notification bell so that you are notified when I do. Anyways, guys, I love you, love you, love you. I appreciate you more than you know, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. You want to say bye? I'm not picking you up. You might just been up again.